to Mount Allodial. Here before you lies Mount Allodial, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather again before Volfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. But there is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. Only one of you is free to go out first. Who shall it be? Go on now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madam. That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rites. What is it they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rites. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up, and to listen. So, I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. It took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others along for the ride, all different sorts. Gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rites, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You're imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. This is important. Volfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he's willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodiel raises her voice again. Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know, why us? Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple really, madam. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say. Because as the expression goes, this is what the scribes ordain. Though in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the Eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today. The accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all the others would be judged. The group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others are small jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then deny yourself a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in common right then. Participation is all that matters. Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So, you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. And it's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Volford takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up to the mountain and present you with some options. The Ascent or the Fall. I've pretty much avoided valuables this entire way, so let's go for an actual blessing. The sublime beauty of Mount Allodial, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Ray has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Tizo seems not to share Ray's enthusiasm. He does not like the cold. You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that? Something about her changes then. Wait, look, but Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? Tizo seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. You yourself see nothing, but Ray rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on astonished. Was that the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we were welcome. That we're welcome here. Ray runs off to spread the word among all her companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. +2 hope! Alright, high road. Edwin wanted to see the view, or the cistern. Gilman wants to look around the sacred waters. I think we'll go for the view. You and Edwin walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend? No sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something's troubling him. Oh, that. It's just... I've been giving lots of thought to everything that Volford's told us. In another couple of days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or... I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We are on our way back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might all be part of Volford's plan, but we got here thanks to you, and even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I guess if Volford has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. And won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing in the rites and be stuck down here, together. Just like this. The two of you walk on in silence for a time. And at last you return to the wagon. Edwin turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Edwin feels more prepared for the next rite. Hope likewise for the best. Oh, he got a little bit of experience. You and your companions gather at Scribesgate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more, and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone. Be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together, much how we act as with a single-hearted mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. When the last of your companions nears the arch, you notice someone standing high above, and then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq? It is I. Greetings, Celeste. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. Seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures toward the rest of you. Now, each of you, in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribesgate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwyn the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom, for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The non-minstrel prompts a rookie to speak up next. I am recorded by the name Rookie Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I am Captain Jodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I'm seeking here. Oh, my name is Ray, and I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who? Skreek! Tizo seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Pamitha Thane. I'm only here because my sister's here. Then, as Volford steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I wouldn't know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then state why you are here, as have the others. My name is Volford Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then, she turns to you, where there is no one left to go. Try as you might, you cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. You cannot for the life of you recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State also what you truly seek to traverse Scribesgate. You want to see what happens. It's either friends or freedom at this point. And freedom. You wish to regain your freedom, not simply to return to the Commonwealth, but to be able to live there in peace. If Volford's plan shall bring about that peace, then you shall do your part to achieve it. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once, and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Be on your way as well. The non-minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back on. He does not look back at her. From the top of Mount Allodial, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand leagues you crossed to reach this point as the sky goes dim. Jodariel appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiments. Hedwyn soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Rookie? None as yet. Complained about chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar then. I'm certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The 3 of you exchange glances, but nothing is said, or needs to be said. Soon, if Volford is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey, what'd I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Rookie. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there, for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here. Like, Soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just... we might be breaking up the band here, people, if one of us gets out. That's been bugging me a while now. I thought we were all getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Edward slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the four of us. We're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do, but we've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you. I believe you'll do the same for me. So, it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there, on the other side, to make it so the rest of us can get back too. What, you think they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's going to take. I just know we have to try. Jodariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods, to reassure you and to reassure herself. Rookie nods his head in turn, and Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn toward the door. The fall of Soliam awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom. You feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. Your three companions each get one hope for the liberation rite. Steal yourself in turn. We've got a new page in the Book of Rites. The Mercy Shown. In the words of Gol Galathanian, the Master General. The Impaub and I, we helped save my Emperor. And when the danger did subside, my Emperor Soliam Murray said something to me, which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Galathanian, so that I may yet have mine. You too now are an exile of the downside, and all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So, if I cannot do so in this life, then I should do it in the next." We crossed the land together. Together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. Okay, Sander, do you have anything to say? You have returned, have you? What does he require? Let's just talk. Let's just talk with her. This place where you currently reside, it must be Mount Allodial, is it not? This was where those blasted scribes decided what to do with me. I'd already failed in my mission to eliminate the demon Soliam Mur. I do not anticipate his retinue, you say. It took me and some of my Beyonders alive, though. I do not expect to see account of that in their good book. Whether it was for mercy or for spite, I never became certain. Probably presumed that my expulsion for eternity would eventually have taught me some respect for them, but no, not yet. Not yet. Well, I do not mean that, really. The scribes did spare my life, and were it not for that, I would never have been thusly trapped to enjoy your company, O lovely reader. Now, having met my quota of blaspheming for the day, I think it's best that we resume the normal sort of business between us, if there's any to speak of. And good hunting on the precipice. May you soon rid the downside of some useless idiot. I shall be here if you need me. Riverfrost. Keepsake from this glorious shore. I think you can go check the store, I guess? Stay, guys, just so you're aware, no, I know how you're here. How come you made it all the way up here? Oh, I know, alright. You're here because I got the lowest prices and all the downside, am I right? And some of the new stuff I got in stock, you're gonna get a lot of value there, an awful lot. Will I? Well, you've got the upgrade ones, and these are the things I buy. One, because we can upgrade the legendaries, which is always nice. Give me that Stardust, yo. 22 left, which means we can afford a lot. Ooh, it's like a respec thing. Unlearn any masteries and choose again. I'm pretty sure I can't afford anything else. Oh, I could afford the Thorn Knot, but eh. I'll buy this just to have it. I don't think I intend to use it right now, but we're pretty poor. Oh, nice! That's one of them scribe stuff thingers there, huh? One dab of those little guys and you'll be like, whoa, know what I mean? They're pretty popular, but I got my connections, and they got their connections, and they got their connections, and they got plenty more of those. So, just come and see me at Dad Air later on. We ought to have one back in stock. Thanks, man. You guys take care, okay? And thanks for doing business. Let's upgrade some of the talismans we have. I honestly just feel like it's the best time to... Okay, first of all, gain stamina for two seconds. I don't know how much we want to upgrade that one. I feel like I should be the group 21. Put up 3 on that one to make it a 10. Just a pure 30%. Rookies is already also rank 10. Headwinds is a rank 8. Make that a rank 10 as well. 2.5. The other ones aren't legendary. I don't know if it's worth spending it on a non-legendary, I think. I don't think we can stall anymore. I think it's time for the liberation rite.